So I talk about radical self-care. It's not just bubble baths and, you know, reading a book. It's more than that, and it's not weakness, it's survival. It's saying, I deserve to take care of myself just the way I take care of all the people in my world that I love. And so I want to ask you two questions. The first is, what really keeps you up at night? In that twilight period, right before daylight, where do your thoughts go? Is it to fear? Fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Fear of not doing enough, not being enough? Will I ever make a difference? You know, those are all really powerful questions. And our brains are hardwired for survival. And fear is what triggers us to try to stay safe. We get afraid, and our brain says, oh, survival mode. And we create a story. Rather than saber-toothed tigers, we have performance evaluations to deal with. But our brain doesn't know the difference. It's the same thing. We're being threatened, and we need to figure out how we're going to stay safe. The real danger is not the situation. It's the story we tell ourselves. So fear is the source of suffering, and mindset is the quicksand. The most insidious part of this comes from how we're nurtured. We learn judgment from the people who take care of us. Think about all the stories that you grew up believing that as an adult you learned weren't necessarily true. It's also what keeps us in that story mode. We're constantly reminded that if we fail, we might be labeled a loser, or we're told great things are expected of us and you can do whatever you want, and that whiplash effect makes us a little crazy, right? So I want to tell you a story. This is about when I was growing up. I remember I was little Patty. I was the youngest, and I was shy. And I remember being told I could do whatever I could do or be whoever I wanted to be, and at the same time being told I couldn't do certain things because I was too little. And I was confused. Wait a minute, can I be all I can be, or am I too little? I don't get it. But there was a part of me that wanted to do more. So I remember I was around 7. I took the bus to school, and I wanted to walk home. My big brother walked home all the time. If I walked home, I had to walk home with him, and he didn't want me to walk home with him because I was his little sister, and he wanted to be with his friends. So I would always ride the bus home. Well, one day, I said, you know what? I'm going to walk home. I can do it. I know the way. And I took off. And as I walked and walked and walked, it started getting dark. I thought, uh-oh, maybe I don't know the way. And I said, I'm going to keep going until my little legs couldn't take it anymore. And I sat on the curb and I started to cry.